Hey, what's going on? So in today's video, I'm going to be installing a down rod on a ceiling fan. The ceiling fan's up there. You can't even see it in the shot. Let me move it up here. There it is. So the ceiling fan is really high up in the air, and it doesn't hit the ceiling, but it's only, I don't know, a couple inches away from the ceiling. So we got this down rod to replace the down rod that comes with it. So that should bring the fan down to a lower height. So we're gonna give this a shot. We gotta take the fan apart, install the down rod, and then put it all back together. So let's see how it goes. First thing I'm gonna do is actually just clean this thing off a little bit. It's covered in cobwebs. All right, got most of the big dust off. Connecting my GoPro. So to do this little ring here, I think you just loosen it and it comes down, yeah. So I gotta pull that screw out and loosen that screw, and then you can turn this thing, pull that off, and that will give us access to the knuckle in here. And we'll have to disconnect it and pull it all down. Let's see how hard it is to get a screwdriver in here. I don't know how to do that. Oh, look at that. Move the whole fan out of the way. That's the way to do it right there. Oh, that's a long screw. Okay, set that on my ladder. And then the other one, we should just loosen this one and then be able to turn that out of the way. That exposes all the wires. Now, when I installed this fan, I knew we were going to be putting a down rod in, so I left all the excess wire up here. But normally this wouldn't really be here. And I just looped this right around, so I'm going to pull this out. If you don't have excess wire, you're going to have to splice it somewhere and run it through the pipe. So I'm not sure what's inside this mechanism. You might be able to splice wire in here, or you might have to tap in a new wire and run a whole new wire up. But I pre-planned for this. Alrighty. All right, so we definitely want to make sure the power is off. So I got my tester here. We're good. Power's off. So disconnect the wires. Stick my wire nuts right there. All right, so this is all free. Now the next thing we want to do is just take the whole fan, and the knuckle sits in this little hole right here. So you just lift this out, boom, and there comes the fan. So next thing I gotta do here is there's this screw right here. I believe I gotta loosen that. Yeah, that drops that down. I pull the pin out, which then allows me to take the little knuckle off. And this guy off. And this guy off. And this guy. So the brand of this fan, I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning, is Minke Aire, M-I-N-K-E-A-I-R-E. I'll put links for everything, the fan, the down rod, everything down in the description. Okay, so down here, see this little cotter pin? We gotta pull that out, which will allow that pin to come out. And then this threads in. There's some set screws here, so we gotta loosen the set screws. And it should come right out. Yeah, there we go. And the model for the down rod that I've got here is DR524CL. And we're gonna reverse the process. Everything we just did in reverse. So stick these, come on. So this has to be down in, so we need to stick these in this end and push them all the way through this pipe. There we go. All right, thread that right in. Now, if you can see it, there's a hole in the pipe. So we have to make it so that we can put this pin back in. So that's got to just be lined up. Put the cotter pin back in. All right, there's that. We got to tighten these back down. All right, so this little cup goes on next. And this little guy. And the cover. And last but not least, the knuckle. Now again, I gotta stick this pin in here all the way through, and there's a groove in this knuckle, so that slides right in. And then there's a set screw that holds it in place, like this. All right, now we're ready to reinstall it. Okay, it's in the knuckle. Now I just have to reattach all my wires here. At this point I could clip these down more, but I'm not going to, because just in case we ever want to change this, I don't know. And stick these in here out of the way. Same with this one, out of the way. And then like I did before, I'm just gonna wrap this around here. There's a screw, there it is. Lock that back on. Find my other screw there, right there. That one started. Those don't need to be too tight. They're just holding this case on. And they are designed to stick off like that, because this little clip goes like that. Boom. That's it. Let's try it out, see if it works. All right, that's a successful install. And now the fan is about at the same height, you know, as a normal fan would be on a ceiling. So this should help recirculate the air in the room, which is the whole point of the fan. So there we go. If you got something out of this video, give it a thumbs up down below, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this, and subscribe to the channel if you want more how-to videos in the future. All right. Catch you on the next one. Bye.